Here's why you play Pharsa, the Wings of Vengeance in the mid lane. First off, she possesses massive burst damage from a very long range, allowing her to poke enemies and dominate team fights without putting herself in danger. Her ultimate can completely control an area, zoning out the enemy team or forcing them to retreat. She also has high mobility thanks to her ability to fly over walls, which helps her reposition quickly. However, Pharsa is very squishy and relies on positioning, meaning one wrong step or crowd control ability can end her impact in fights. She also depends on teammates to protect her during her ultimate. Pharsa's passive, Spiritual Unity, allows Very to enter the hunting state every few seconds. During this time, Pharsa's next attack on an enemy hero deals bonus magic damage based on their max HP and slows them briefly. This gives Pharsa strong poke potential and helps with follow-up damage. Pharsa's first skill, Curse of the Crow, casts a blast of magic on a selected area, dealing damage and marking enemies hit. If she follows up on a marked target with another skill or basic attack, the mark is consumed to stun the enemy briefly. This is a main tool for crowd control and setting up combos. Pharsa's second skill, Energy Impact, sends a burst of energy in a straight line, damaging all enemies in its path. It's a main poke and lane clear ability, dealing solid magic damage with a short cooldown. Pharsa's ultimate, Feathered Airstrike, flies into the air and can launch up to 4 powerful strikes in an area of her choice. It deals high AoE damage and is perfect for zoning, poking, or finishing off enemies. Each time the ultimate is leveled up, it reduces the cooldown of her passive's interval. Pharsa's special skill, Wings by Wings, transforms into mist and flies with Very, gaining increased movement speed and the ability to fly over obstacles. The effect ends early if she attacks, uses skills, or is controlled. This is a main escape and repositioning tool, especially before or after casting her ultimate. A typical combo of Pharsa is to use her special skill to quickly position herself at a safe distance. Once in place, she can activate her ultimate to apply pressure or begin a team fight. After the barrage, she can follow up with the first skill to mark enemies, then use her second skill to burst them down. A well-placed first skill, followed by a basic attack, can also help trigger stun for extra control. Moving on to builds, I usually build Arcane Boots, Glowing Wand, Lightning Truncheon, Blood Wings, Divine Glaive, and finally Winter Crown. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best battle spells for Pharsa in the mid lane, in my opinion, is Flicker, Flame Shot, or Sprint. Flicker to reposition after using her ultimate or escape threats, Flame Shot for extra poke and knockback to interrupt enemies diving you, and Sprint to kite and reposition quickly, especially when chased. Pharsa shines against low mobility heroes who struggle to dodge her long-range pokes such as Layla, Hanabi, and Xavier. Her ultimate makes it hard for these heroes to stay in the backline without taking damage. However, she is very vulnerable to displacement skills. Heroes like Franco, Zilong, and Misatar can drag her out of position and stop her ultimate completely. She pairs well with strong tanks or supports that provide crowd control appeals such as Atlas, Franco, and Lolita. You should upgrade the second skill level 1 for wave clear, prioritize upgrading the second skill for damage, then the first skill for stun and utility. Most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Positioning is the most important aspect when playing Pharsa. Use a special skill to hover over walls and keep your distance from enemies before activating ultimate. Always look for high ground or hidden spots to cast it safely without being seen or targeted. During team fights, cast your ultimate early to zone enemies away from objectives or pressure the back line. Remember that your first skill can stun if followed up quickly, so try to mark enemies before following up with a skill or basic attack. Use this combo wisely to stop dives or punish enemies walking into your range. Lastly, don't be afraid to cancel your ultimate and fly away, using your special skill if the situation becomes dire. It's better to reposition and survive than to be caught mid-cast.